Did I just watch the wrong movie? Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. I just recently watched Heart Eyes and I was looking forward to it because every review that I read online or even watched videos for online, but Heart Eyes was getting praised left, right, and centre. And I thought this film must be really good. It's getting a lot of praise and it's got a good score online. So I was looking forward to seeing this one in the hopes that this would reinvigorate or reinvent the slasher genre for 2025 moving forward. But my God, I was wrong. Now, if you haven't seen this film, guys, I'm going to be discussing some spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen it, then don't watch. However, you probably won't care, to be honest, because this movie's not very good. Straight from the beginning, I hated the dialogue. Now, I know the dialogue in this scene was intentionally bad because we wanted these characters to die, and maybe it was setting us up for what this movie was going to be like. But I felt like it was possibly too intentional. Now, I'm saying it's intentional. Maybe it's not intentionally bad, but you cannot get this bad a dialogue without being intentional.
Do it right this time, or I'll end you.
Now, the reason I think it's possibly not intentional is because the bad dialogue continued on throughout the film and with the main characters. Now, I thought when the main characters were introduced, they were going to tone it down a little bit. Now, they did, and in all fairness, they toned it down a little bit. But as we got these characters established, as we got to know these characters, then that bad dialogue oozed right into them to the point where I'm like, I'm zoning out of the main characters here because it's not that I don't like the characters. I like them and I wanted them to survive. But with the things that they were doing, the things that they were saying, I was just like, what? The best way to describe every character in this movie was they were like caricatures of the worst Gen Z people that you would see in real life. And even Gen Z people would tell you that's not what they're like in real life. They're not as bad as this, nowhere near it. When they intended to bring these characters back down to earth, back down to the point where they were supposed to be normal, everyone was still so stereotypical. And I was just like, what is this all about? The actions, the dialogue, everything about the script, the dialogue was pitiful. I think the acting was marred by the dialogue, unfortunately. You get the stereotypical best friend of the girl who's wanting her to do well. She's doing well in her life, but she's so annoying. She's so annoying to the point where you can't be that annoying and be that intentionally annoying. So the best friend was annoying. The side characters were annoying. Even the killers, once they were revealed, were also annoying. They intentionally gave us 2 out of the 3 killers to be nobodies. One of the killers was Jordana Brewster's character, and the other 2 killers were absolutely nobodies. One of them we saw once that I suspected straight away was a killer, and then the other one we had never seen before. And 2 out of 3 of them were a couple. The maintenance guy was a couple up with Jordana Brewster's character, whereas the other third wheel was trying to get involved as a throuple, but he was really only interested in Jordana Brewster's character. I can't remember if she was Hobbs or Shaw, or Jordana Brewster's character and Devon Sawa's character were FBI agents, I believe. I think they were FBI agents, and they were called Hobbs and Shaw. I thought that was probably the funniest scene in the entire film. But Jordana Brewster was probably the only competent killer out of the 3 that were revealed. One thing I didn't remember about was, why did they kill people? What was their motives? Because they were already a couple, so it's not like they were heartbroken and they wanted to get revenge on all the couples. That's not the case. They were a couple themselves, apart from the third wheel. So they had no reasons to kill people on Valentine's Day for that particular reason, unless I missed something through the very bad dialogue, but there was no reason. They didn't even have a reason not to have a reason. They didn't establish that they didn't have a reason either. I think they either forgot about it or they just brushed over it. This movie was given an 18 rating in the UK. I've no idea why. This could easily have passed for a 15. The kills that we saw in the movie all happened off screen. We only saw the aftermath of a kill on screen. And even at that, those scenes could have been put into a 15 rated movie. The most brutal part of the film was when Jordana Brewster's character was killed. And even that could squeeze into a 15 rated movie. I don't think that one scene alone would have been cause for this movie to be an 18. I don't know if they maybe tried to get an 18 to make it seem edgier so that people going to the cinema to see this movie were thinking they were going to get something brutal, when in actual fact they didn't. I feel like this movie was written by 12-year-olds, aimed at 12-year-olds, but marketed unintentionally for adults. And in fact, one of the best kills, one of the most creative kills, was spoiled for us in the trailer. The best thing about Heart Eyes was Hobbs and Shaw, and weirdly enough, the loud footsteps of the killer. That's it. I liked the sound effects of the killer coming towards the characters, but that's not enough to be a good movie. So overall, guys, I was completely underwhelmed. So what are your thoughts, guys? I feel like I am in the minority here because everybody seems to love this movie, and I don't know why. So leave your comments down below, guys, whether you liked it or not. If you did like it, I would love to know why you liked this movie. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below, guys. Let me know what you thought, and I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played in the cat?
Someone's in the back!